Welcome to Kyoudai Ai, the mostly weekly podcast where two brothers geek out about everything Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. Or at least the seasons we've watched so far. And currently we are entering the finale of the first couple of seasons that we have watched. But before we get too far, I am your host, superjollymac, joined by my brother, far away. He's so far away now. DonTheVan. How you doing?
I know. We're so far. I hate it. I hate it. But I'm doing okay. Been
Good.
tired. That's about it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I just got back from a long trip again, so I'm hoping the next couple of weeks I can catch up to some work, some house stuff I need to get done. A lot of errands I need to run. So I know we usually say we don't have much money or time, and right now I'm running on like negative of both, but we'll get there.
Great news.
Yeah. So let's dive into all the Toku chaos we love. So grab your changers, grab your drivers, and let's get into it. Cue the theme song.
La 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 la.
So we already started talking about how we've been. I guess we can go right into it. You been playing any games lately?
No. No. Unfortunately not. I downloaded Resident Evil 2. If that's the thing.
Okay. Which version are you playing? I assume the brand new remake?
Yeah. So that's the game I'm playing after the remaster of 1.
Okay.
Yeah. I heard it was good, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah. I heard 3 was bad though.
I don't think 3 was that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoyed it for what it was. Back in the day, I never got through 3. 2, my original games were probably Resident Evil 2 and then Code Veronica. So those were my big ones growing up. But 3, I think I started and I didn't get too far in, but I played the remake and I thought it was fine. It's a Resident Evil game. I don't know what you expect.
Okay. Well, my friend was saying that 3 was pretty, it wasn't like the best. It was probably like the worst one out of all of them. Well, pretty bad.
Which one?
5.
5. Which one was 5? Oh, is that the one where there was like missions and you had to do it? Yeah. That one.
Like that was the most far removed from Resident Evil.
Yeah, that one was kind of weird. And then after that, I think they came up with the co-op stuff, which was pretty cool. But
I played that one. That was fun.
Yeah. Well, I, on the other hand, have also not been playing too many games. I quit, I think, Persona 5X. I think I'm done with it. I can't keep up.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much for too little. I mean, it feels like a cool Persona game, but with the gacha system and everything, it feels like it's just wasting your time a lot. And I'm like, I like the original characters. All the new characters are kind of like reminding you of the old characters in a way.
Yeah.
And I don't think I like the gacha system and how they kind of changed the game to fit all of that. So I think it's a time sink and I don't have the time to sink into it. So I don't think I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's the main thing. That's why I don't play like a bunch of gacha games. Like I think I was playing, although I don't think it's a gacha game, but I was playing the First Descendants or something like that. And I was like, no, I there's no way I'm doing this. they had too much. It was a looter shooter. It was just too much grinding for me.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was like just out of high school, that would be perfect. But no.
Even Destiny kind of hit that for me after a while. Like it was fun, but you kind of repeated the same things over and over.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all right.
I will say you have to get into the PvP. The PvP made it way more fun. Destiny 2, it made it fun for when we were playing.
The problem is I suck at PvP, and that's why I never had fun with it.
That's when you should have jumped in with me because I suck too, but I ended up getting good.
Yeah.
for a second. I think it was what, the Trials of the Nine or something like that.
Yeah, I think you had to get a trophy for that, or I couldn't do it. That made me very angry, but
I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you definitely would have made it. You were good.
Yeah, I don't know. I did like the raids and stuff though. Those could be fun, even though those got kind of aggravating after a while. But
yeah,
overall, I don't think it was too bad. I like Destiny.
If they ever come up with like another game, kind of like it, but I don't want to say better, but smoother, I think I'd play it.
Yeah. Other than that, I played Final Fantasy 14. I kind of didn't. They had the update, I think, right at the beginning of my trip, so I got that updated, and I haven't jumped into it yet. They have a couple of story missions that they've added. I think some dungeons, a new raid got added, so I'm probably going to jump into that hopefully next week, and catch
Maybe
up.
I'll pick that up again.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I did get a house finally in 14, so I have my house now.
Nice.
Just got to decorate it. Over the trip, I got back into Pokemon Go, so I'm playing that a little bit more.
I saw that when you guys were at the airport. I saw you had it open. I was like, what? No way. Oh yeah, I have not downloaded it. So
that's fine. It was for a quest that had like 2 or 3 hours left, and I think I ended up just adding some random people and then sending them gifts, so it was fine.
Nice.
Yeah. Other than that, on the trip, I played my Steam Deck a little bit. I started a game called 10 Bells. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's like a anomaly game. Yeah. So you're going through an area looking for something that's different.
Oh, like a Where's Waldo type of thing?
No, it's kind of like the cabin simulator that I had you play for a little bit. I wanted you to get a little bit deeper into it, but
that was scary. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you go through an area, there's something that may or may not happen, and then you have to make the choice whether to turn back or keep going. So, but you have to keep a lookout, because if nothing's changed, then you go forward. If there is something that has changed, you have to go back. But it could be, the thing that annoys me about those games is it could be the smallest little detail that's changed, and then you miss it, and it's just like, okay, well, now you got to start over from the beginning. But some of them can be fun, like the anomalies. Like yeah, they can be kind of spooky. So
yeah,
I started it on the Steam Deck. I kind of want to play it on my full size system though, so I think I'll finish it there.
Yeah, playing on the full size system makes it way more immersive.
Yeah.
Like, you were sitting behind me while I was playing the cow game, but I was like, nope, I'm alone.
Yeah, especially when you dim the lights.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
play that one.
Yeah, speaking of which, Phasmophobia had a new update, so we got to get back into that too.
Okay, we can do that. Maybe I'll download 14 onto my PlayStation again, and I still have Phasma on it, so we probably play that.
Yeah.
I gotta update it, but it's okay.
What's up?
Listening to anything?
Yeah, let's go ahead to listening to. So I listened to, over my trip, Chains and Whips.
Oh, isn't that Clips?
Yeah, I liked it. I listened to that probably like 3 or 4 times back to back. The first time it popped up, I was in the car with kids, and I was like, I probably shouldn't listen to this now. But I had to keep it stuck in my mind. So the second I got a chance, I was like, okay, let me listen to this. And I was like, okay, I like this. And then I went back and I listened to the whole album. What's the album? Let God Sort 'Em Out?
Yeah.
Didn't you say you listened to that like a couple weeks ago? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I liked it.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice. It's not like overpowering. It's not like something I would be like, oh, this is like I'm not trying to put it down. Like this is the top tier of music or anything like that. But like for what it is, like I like it. I could have this vibing and like having people over and have people vibing to it, and like a couple of tracks. It's like I want to listen to. Like I think there's one with Nas jumps in. I'm like, wait, is Nas in this? But
yeah,
I like a couple of those tracks. They're all like good vibes, but a couple of them are also nice. First and second are pretty good 1-2 punch. Yeah.
That's a strong start. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a strong start.
Yeah.
I thought it was like nostalgic. I thought it was a very nostalgic sounding album. Yeah.
It feels like growing up, but I mean that's where I grew up, so
I was about to say, take you back to grinding days, you know?
Yeah. I was listening to it. I was like, how much is Pharrell into this? Because some of them sound like he has his fingers in them, and then some of them are like, okay, maybe this is somebody else, but
I thought he did the whole album.
Did he? I couldn't tell. Like some of it.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like he might not have produced like actually produced every single song, but I think he executive produced it.
Okay.
He like oversaw the whole thing.
Yeah, because I've only seen his name on a couple of the tracks, and I'm like, a lot of this sounds like it could be him, but some of it's like a little bit less, like he dialed it back a little bit, but it's nice. I like it.
Nah, they did good. That's a good project.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Also, Skate. I don't know if you heard it. JID, Sierra, and Earth Gang did this song called it's Skate. It almost takes me back to like Sierra kind of vibes. I don't know. It's not quite there, but JID, Earth Gang, like, and Sierra, they all hit. I like it. It's a good song. I like it. Gotta check it out.
Okay.
Actually, I should see if they have a music video. I kind of want to check that out too. Like if they have it actually at a skating rink, then that's gonna make it even better.
Oh, I can't spell.
Oh, and it's not like skate the whole word. It's SK8.
Oh, SK8.
8.
Oh, that would have.
The number 8.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
SK8. I see it. Okay, added it. I will check it out.
But it's good. I like that.
Nice.
Other than that, I went back to Bad Love God with Hope Tala. That song has a really good vibe. I like I think the bass and that they lay out as the kind of the base of the song. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Pale Dusk. Have you seen the Hugs?
Hugs?
Yeah. Oh. You know the song because it's the opening to Gachiakuta.
Have I seen Hugs?
No. You have heard it because it's the opening to Gachiakuta.
Oh, yeah, that song, yes.
Yeah. So it's Pale Dusk is the band that does it, and it's Hugs is the name of the song. So they did a music video for the song, and then they released the full length track, and I listened to it. The video is good. It's kind of like a lot. I think they added extra from just the song. Even the full length song is pretty good. I like them both, but you should check that out.
Oh yeah, they did just put that out.
Never let go forever.
Okay.
Also, I finally like they show the lyrics on it, so like okay, that's what they're saying. Good.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I just added it to my list.
Yeah, but that was a pretty good one too. I think that's pretty much all I was listening to, or at least the biggest things over the break. What about you?
I listened to this artist called Rini, Rini. I listened to one of his EPs. My friends at the gym said I should listen to him, so I was like, all right, whatever. He's pretty cool. He's like R&B and whatnot. I listened to his After the Sun EP. So it was pretty good. After the Sun. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably shiny and blurry. But and then I listened to a band called Paris. So all capital letters Vris. Like you know how they be doing the A upside down.
That sounds familiar.
Paris.
Yeah, I think may have either heard them featured on something or like a couple of their tracks.
I guess one of their big songs is hold on, let me see. Okay, I don't know. Snakes or In These Walls. I was listening to Metric again, and they were underneath the bands that were like similar, so I just checked them out. Because the Gold Girl Guns was top tier.
Yeah.
Top tier song. Top tier song all day, every day. And then I listened to a song by Pierce the Veil, which I think is a band out of Seattle. No, not Seattle, San Diego. They're like a post emo rock band. So they're pretty good. I listened to So Far So Fake, which is one of their songs. So I'm gonna listen to the deluxe album that's off of, which is called The Jaws of Life. So I'm listening to that later. But I listened to their single or the song. It was really good. That's about it though.
Well, since we're going back and forth, what about watching? You watch anything?
I started Jujutsu Kaisen again.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It was like random, right? Yeah, I know. I started it again.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it actually.
I mean, you enjoyed it the first time, right? Why wouldn't you the second time?
Yeah. I mean, it was worth it. I felt like I was taking a break from everything else. I needed a palate cleanser. I had to clean, so I was like, let me just put something on that I've seen before and try to refresh myself because I definitely forgot like how it started. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. I want to get into kind of doing season recaps, and I think that's one of the ones I want to do just because like so much stuff happens in that. There's a couple other series I want to kind of do, especially before the new season hits, because it's like I don't want to go back and watch the whole season again. I kind of just want to refresh, but then I kind of don't want to. So I don't know. I think I might make like a recap video for the previous seasons and then just do that. Yeah, we'll see.
Shoot, let me know. I'll try to catch up on whatever show it is, and so we can talk about it.
Yeah. Anything else? I saw that.
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's all I've been watching. I haven't really been home. I've been doing I've been going out. I'm like, yeah.
You back? I hear you now.
Oh, you didn't hear me at first?
You cut out in the middle.
Oh, I was saying that I haven't been home much. I've been out with my like friends. We've been going to like motorcycle shops and everything like that, looking at bikes and whatnot. And we're taking the class this weekend to get our license, or the motorcycle learning course class, whatever. So I'm probably gonna have a bike by the end of the weekend.
Just watch out, man.
Yeah.
For me, I've been trying to catch up on some of those series that I wanted to catch this season. So I can go ahead with those. Night of the Living Cats. So that's actually a series. Nyaight of the Living Cats. So did I tell you the broad idea of the show? So it's basically Night of the Living Dead, but with cats.
Okay. It's like zombie cats.
No. It's just cats.
Vampire cats.
No.
Just cats.
Just cats. Okay. So the cats turn you into cat. So the cats, if they touch you, they turn you into a cat. And that's kind of what's going on.
This is crazy. That sounds crazy.
And it is crazy. It's extremely ridiculous. It's not. I'm still wondering if I would actually recommend this to anyone. It's extremely silly. I watched the first 2 episodes, I think, and it's an odd show. I might finish it. This is probably one of the ones I would wait until the season ends and just binge it.
Yeah.
But also, if I have free time, I could probably watch it. It's kind of like empty calories. I got to figure out my scale eventually of like how it would rank shows. It's not like it's an interesting concept. It's fine. I would not. I will probably watch it. I just don't know if it would be like high on my priorities.
Yeah.
It's good. It's fine. Let me take back the good. It's fine.
I'm gonna check it out.
Other than that, I've also started watching Watarikun's Batsu Batsu is about to collapse. So it's Watarikun's and then they exit out is about to collapse. It's kind of what kind of show is it? I don't know. It's rom-com? I don't know. It's a show where something is supposed to happen, I think. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to watch it or not.
Yeah.
It's teasing some mysteries that it's not really paid off yet. And I'm trying to figure out if it's going to be worth it for me to stick around. But I probably will. So I might catch that one every week. I don't know. It's fine. But it's one where if it doesn't conclude correctly, I'd be pissed off. So we'll see. I'd have to I'd have to hold my reservations until the end, and then once I complete it, I'll tell you whether I'm pissed off or not at it, and I can. So it could be good or it could be horrible. We'll see. It's fine so far, I guess, for what it is.
Right.
But if it doesn't pay off, I'm going to be pissed off. Let's see.
I guess I won't watch that one.
Yeah, we'll see. Yofuka Shi no Uta, Call of the Night. If you haven't watched season 1, season 2 is basically season 2. It's just keeping on. Same show, a little bit more. They're teasing some extra stuff. That show is pretty much kind of a noir slice of life. Like you're hanging around at night, catching the nightlife, and there's this story going on. It's pretty good. I like it. It's
you said it's called Call of the Night.
Yeah, in English, Call of the Night. So I don't know if I would be really spoiling anything, but it's basically they're going around kind of checking out the nightlife and getting up to some shenanigans. There is a through story that they get to. It probably starts ramping up mid-season, and then it ends the season pretty strong. And then the second season kind of picks up right there, and they kind of tease some big things that are probably going to happen this season, hopefully. But it's pretty good. I like it. What else? Sono Bisque Doll wa Koi o Suru. Love it. Season 2. Love it. I love season 1. It's my dress up darling. The cosplay anime. Love it. It's great. I love all the characters. I love the show. I love everything they do. It's just great. Season 2 is still going on. Love it. It's a rom-com. I love it.
All right. I'm gonna put that at the top of the list.
Yeah, but if you don't like rom-com, even if you don't like rom-com, it gets into like the cosplay scene and does a lot with that. So I like it. It's pretty good. But those are kind of the 4 I kind of caught up on during the trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sono
Okay.
Bisque Doll, I've been keeping up since the beginning of the season, but I like that one. I gotta catch the other ones that are on my list too, but that's it for those.
Okay. Well, I added 4 to my list, so we're gonna see if I even get to them.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it for listening, watching, and playing.
Yeah.
Let me pull my notes up. Hold on. You want to get straight into the anime?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okie dokie. I think my notes are good. I don't know. They might be a little. We'll see. All right. So we're gonna get straight into the anime of it all. You know what I'm saying? So as you know, we have Gachiakuta and DandaDan season 2. Oh, right. Before we even get into it, spoilers for every show that we talk about after this.
Yep.
Spoiler for every single show. All right. So if you haven't watched the latest episodes of the anime, DonTheVan and Gachiakuta, pause, go do that, come back. And if you haven't watched the episodes that were on for the Toku, pause and go do that and come back. All
Well,
right.
it's
With that being said,
yeah.
enter at your own risk. Okay. Episode 5, The Raiders for Gachiakuta. So we start off, we're back at the Cleaners HQ, and everybody is socializing at Rudo's Welcome to the Ground party. And so basically, Rio tells Zonka, because I think Zonka was asleep or something, and he woke up, and he's like, yeah, what's going on? She tells him about the job from the day before, because he sees that Rudo's sulking in the corner at his own party, which is crazy, but it fits. That fits his character. Um, and then Rudo's beating himself up, but he gets thanks from one of the supporters named, I think, Rubian. I couldn't really catch his name. I think he said Rubian, but correct me if I'm wrong. Um, and so Rubian basically like gives him his props and says like thanks for caring or protecting the other supporter and everything like that. People don't normally do that type of stuff. And he was like, you did good, even though you know your vital instrument kind of malfunctioned. And so, and at the end of their conversation, Rubian asks Rudo what he basically wants to do and like what he wants for himself. And this kind of like makes Rudo like I don't know, fluster, think about it. It takes him aback. And in the middle of like that part, Engine comes up, and the rest of the cleaner crew pretty much encourages Rudo to join the party and stop sulking and get some food before it's all gone. So we cut scenes. Now we're with the stranger from the last episode, from the end of the last episode, and we find out that he has been going to town on this trasher guy who, spoiler alert, does not make it to the next scene at all. And so he's still questioning. He was still questioning him about the I was gonna say surface dweller, but about the spherite. And so that scene pretty much ends with the end of our what is he again? Trasher. I don't know if they have a special name, but I call him a trasher. And so we cut back to the cleaners HQ. Zonka and Rudo are getting an assignment from oh shoot, what's her name? They're getting an assignment from Simiu, and pretty much somebody found another spherite and pretty much wants them to kill, not kill, Lord, wants them to clean a trash monster and recover the spherite. So the group goes out to take on this job, and they come across the person that calls in the job, and pretty much they find out that they got set up and it's a trap. And once they spring the trap, they find out that it was set by raiders, and raiders are bandits on the ground who also happen to be givers. So think of them like anti-cleaners, I guess. Yeah, in a sense. We'll get more backstory on them later. I'm assuming. But pretty much with that being said, the supporters run off and Rudo runs with them because they're looking for the spherite, which the only one we know of right now is Rudo. So they all run off because apparently raiders are supposed to be strong and they don't know what their powers are. And Zonko fights them, and after he fights the Raiders and he thinks that he won, he is surprised when the stranger from before, yes, that very stranger, is behind him, pretty much taunting him, saying, "You're about to be next, bro." And that's the end of the episode. It just cuts out right there. Now it's like, ooh, well, that's good. What did you think about it?
So I like that they're keeping a pretty quick pace. I like kind of the development of Rudo. It's not exactly shonen like it's, you can feel it's slightly complex about his feelings and how he's going to go about getting what he wants. And no one's being like overtly like hiding something from him yet that I can feel. And then once you get to the action, it just picks up. Like the action is just like bam, bam, bam. They kind of don't delay anything. It's a quick fight. There's always something happening. It's changing. So the character models themselves, I'm still not sure if I'm a big fan of, but like the action sequences, kind of how the story is flowing. I like it so far. It's pretty good. I like it. Especially the fight. Like that was a pretty good fight.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I said, oh, that's creative.
Yeah.
The last two have been pretty good.
Yeah. Even what's her name? Rio? Yeah, Rio.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how much I would like her, even her weapon being the scissors and fighting with her feet, but like the fight itself was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah.
So hopefully they keep up with the action. I think the action is kind of what pulls me back to this. And then the characters are hit or miss. I think the comedy, maybe if they stay away from the comedy, I'm in. But so far, I like it. Yeah.
I can agree with that to a certain extent. I feel like some characters, it makes sense, but others, they probably shouldn't try too hard. Like, I think that, to me, I feel like they're trying too hard to make Zonka funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like everybody else is fine, but him, it just kind of like misses me. Like I don't know if he's trying to be funny when like she was giving him the assignment and he was like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this," and then she was like, "Oh, but Engine I told Engine Engine said he has like the perfect person for this job," and it was like, "Oh yeah, who's that?" He was like, "Oh, he said you." He was like, "Okay, I'll do it," and then I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. I get it." I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to be
I
funny or just like kind of play into like try to make you realize he has a big ego or something. I don't know how they wanted to play that, but yeah.
Oh, we'll see how it unfolds. Maybe it'll make sense later. You know, give them the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. Yeah. I will say I like Rio's character. She's pretty cool. I do like her character.
Yeah, I think she grew on me a little bit, so we'll see how she keeps going.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything crazy?
Even the cleaners, I like learning about the cleaners a little bit more. And it seems like almost anybody can, or I don't know how set it is in the what is it, the lore, that anybody can kind of treat an object with a lot of attention or focus on it, and then maybe make that object. But I want to learn more about the lore, and I like the action, so I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I know because he was talking about the other supporter who wanted to be a cleaner, and so he tried to like find a object to like love and take care of, but I guess it didn't work out. So I want to know more about that also. Like, can anybody become a giver, or do you have to have like some innate like ability or like gene or something like that? I don't know. I'm curious also.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode was good. It wasn't too bad. So that's Gachiakuta episode 5, The Raiders. We're gonna slide over to episode 6 of DandaDan, which honestly fires on all cylinders, and I love this episode. This episode was great. It was great, in my opinion. So we start off immediately again at the end where Jean is transformed into yokai form, and I thought like it was gonna turn into like some great ordeal, but no, they immediately splash this guy with hot water and like take care of that ASAP, which honestly works. I thought that was funny. See this a little segue. This show gets the comedy aspect like right, like the it should not work, but it does, and it is funny. Like I feel like this show makes sense with their comedy and stuff. Anyways, I will continue. So they splash him with the hot water, and pretty much after that, they get a visit from a traveling group or band called Oh. I'm probably gonna say this wrong. Oyashi, Ohayashi.
Yeah. Oh, Hayashi.
Oyahashi. And then
Hayashi.
pretty much, Seiko them help her with the exorcism of the evil eye because they are not mediums, but when they sing their songs, they have the ability to amplify spirit power nearby. I think that's what it is. But pretty much they sing a song. First off, the song that they sing is ridiculously crazy and so good. I was watching it at a friend's house, and he told me that like I think they're the same people that did the Fire Force song or something like that. I think I don't know, but anyways, they do that. The song amplifies the ritual that our resident sexy grandmother Seiko is performing, and pretty much it's working, and they're about to exorcise the evil eye from Jin, but Jin asked them to not get rid of the evil eye because all he wants to do is just have fun and play. And he told them that he would, spend time with him. So they just decided not to exercise the evil eye and let Jin take care of it. And they're gonna help Jin become stronger and control his spirit power so that he can potentially take care of the evil eye on his own. And so with that, we cut to it being nighttime, everybody's asleep. Jin gets up to use the bathroom. Octoroon hears and gets up also since he's watching over him and whatnot. And in this exchange, Octoroon ends up talking to Jin because Jin feels sorry. And he's like, I'm sorry for being a burden on everybody and getting in the way. And Octoroon's like, yeah, well, it's the same way, Or he was like, no, you're not being a burden and everything like that. It was honestly the same way when I got possessed by Turbo Granny, and everything like that. And they helped out, and I tried to pay them back, but then they told me to just pay it forward, and that's the whole point of like having people to support you and whatnot. And he basically gave Jean a pep talk, which was pretty cool. Helped to bring their friendship even closer. And and then after that, we cut to like Momo, Octoroon, and what's her name? I never remember her name.
I
Hold
think.
on,
Oh, my bad.
yeah, Ira. Hey, yo, one day, we'll remember it one day. But Ira, we cut to them going to school and everything like that. And then Momo's like, why are you always being so nice to Octoroon and everything like that? But as they're at school, Momo's like tired. She's like, I'm gonna get a job so that I can fix up the house and help with everything like that. And her friends were like, okay, cool. And then they abduct Octoroon because I guess Momo got a job the same day and she left and went to that job. And so her friends abduct Octoroon and he doesn't want to go. And pretty much they abduct him and take him to Momo's new job and pretty much embarrasses both of them. And that's where the episode ends out. It sounds like it's all over the place, but it is.
No, it is all over the place.
But it works.
I think it works like 90%. I really liked a lot of what they did. Them going all over the place sometimes gets a little confusing, especially like the thing at the end, like everybody getting ready, going to school. I got to get a job, and then they go with her friends start messing with them, and they're like, yeah, we got to do this. I was like, where is this coming from? Like, when did they hang out? They're not buddies. And then they end up going to the workplace. I'm like, okay. So I don't know. it's one of those shows where you just got to jump in the car, go for the ride, because it's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
But
Well, no, in the last episode, they because like they didn't hang out, but like because Momo hangs out with him and everything. Like in the last episode, they exchanged some words and like they seemed like they were more cool with him. So well, my bad, y'all. To me, it made sense as to why they would do that.
yeah, I don't think they've ever been like mean to him. I think they've always been cool. It's just like they didn't seem like really the ones to be talking to him out and out by themselves without Momo being around. Although I think that may have been hinted at once or twice. But other than that, like the whole Jin thing is getting kind of old. I want them to fix it, but they're making progress with that storyline too. So I can't be too nitpicky about it. It's just sometimes they'll like do some random things in there and I'm like, okay, guys, what you about to do? But they usually pick it up right up and they'll have a little goofy moment. They get a little goofy sometimes, but even then it's just like, okay, I see what you're doing. And like they get right back to it. So you can't really fault them. But yeah, the performance was pretty cool. I like that. Everybody jumping in. You could kind of knock like the animation getting kind of choppy in there, but everybody was rocking out. I don't know. Everybody was having a good time, so I was in.
Yeah,
the whole show was pretty good. Like I'm not pretty good. It was good. I liked everything they did.
Yeah, like I said, bro, it should not work.
Yeah,
but it does. Somehow,
yeah,
it does. But yeah, no, the song was pretty good. I was not expecting it. My friend was like, "Yo, you gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. Have you watched it? Have you watched it?" I was like, "Not yet." I was changing the oil in Ben's car, and then he was like, my friend, he came out. He was like, "Yo," he's like, "Come in. You gotta watch the episode." And I was like, "Okay, fine." And so I came in and watched the episode, and I was like, "Okay, this stuff."
yeah. But I liked it. I like them hitting the points with Jin, the like almost exercising him, and then Jin trying to plead for it. I'm like, come on, man. But and then I even like Jin, like everybody kind of like getting in to support him, and then trying to get him trained up so he could probably control it. I kind of like where everything's going. Even the backstory with Okurun and getting that money and trying to give it to Seiko, like that, all of it, like it's good. Nice. Yeah.
I was like, what a good moral story to be added in there, a little moral lesson. I was like, yeah. Pay for it.
Yeah.
Also, I thought it was funny how they keep bringing up the fact from the first season when Okurun thought Jin was. Oh no, they did date. Jin and Momo. They did, right?
Did they? I didn't think
way back in the day or something like that. She was like, yeah, that was her boyfriend or something like that.
Oh yeah, for a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I forget.
Because Momo's friends, when they were like kidnapping Okurun, they were like, would it be a date if Jin took Momo out for tea or something like that? He was like, no. So yeah, I thought that was funny. It's like little moments like that really are like stand out, and like they be having them sprinkled throughout like the whole the show, and it's like yeah, that's it. That's what I'm here for. But yeah, that is episode 6 of DandaDan. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna move on to the reason we're all here.
But before then, I wanted to ask about One Piece. How's your One Piece watch going?
Oh, I'm still on episode 11.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah, I think I was at the part they fought what's the clown's name?
Buggy.
They fought Buggy and they moved on. I have found Usopp and they are dealing with the butler.
Okay. Just the butler?
Yeah. Just the butler for now. So Loki kind of still following I saw the live action show like a while ago. So it's Loki still following that. Haven't gotten into anything after that. But yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I used to read the Shonen Jump. I had a subscription for a year, and like where I was in that, I think Luffy and the gang were fighting like the numbered pirates. Like you know how like they numbered them from like I guess 10 to like 1 or something like that. They were
Yeah.
like fighting them, and then like the guy with like the line through his face, I guess the number 1 or something like that. They were fighting him, and I was like, oh, this is peak. I gotta see that. I was like, I need more of that. So I can't wait to get to that part of the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we can get to the Toku part of the episode. It'll be a quick romp this time because we're saying farewell to our two shows, Mirai Sentai Timeranger and Kamen Rider Kuuga. Final 2 episodes of Timeranger. So we can start with those. Case file number 49, Beyond the Millennium. Seinen o Koite. Spoilers ahead for the end of the series. You have been warned. So we open with the former recruits being back into the future without their chrono changers. They wake up in a white room, kind of in their old future clothes. All of the histories of the Earthlings have changed. So Ayase, Doman, and Yuri's futures past, their pasts in the future have changed. So yeah, so the negative things that had happened to them, that their burdens kind of had changed from all of the things that had happened in the past. So Yuri's family is still alive. There's a cure for the disease for Ayase, and then Doman didn't get kicked out of the league. He was just suspended. So the captain kind of informs them of all of that. And then he actually shocks Shion when he tries to leave the room, which was pretty harsh. And then he kind of says that they're going to erase everything that had happened, like the memories, and that everything was fine. So they're done. Meanwhile, back in the past, Tatsuya tries to help Naoto, but Naoto is being Naoto and being stupid and doing all of this stuff in excess. So every time Tatsuya tries to help him, Naoto kind of pushes him away and like takes swings at him. He just rejects all of the help. But Tatsuya actually ends up finally getting Naoto to a shelter and then kind of patched up a little bit. Let's see. But the Londers ends up attacking, and Jian ends up kind of overusing his giant robot that he's kind of piloting. So he ends up leaving to kind of get it recharged, fixed up. And while that happens, Londers starts attacking the city, and then Tatsuya rushes out to kind of take care of things. And then while he does that, we see Naoto kind of spit up some blood, so we know something's going on with this dude. While Tatsuya is out fighting the Londers family, that little girl comes back with the birdcage to Naoto, and Naoto sees the bird and starts chasing it down to try to capture it. But when he does, he ends up getting shot by one of the, what are the little guys called? Yeah, the Zeniths. He ends up getting shot and killed by it. He falls off and he's dead. Kind of it happens. The bird's okay though. Tatsuya rushes over to see him, and then kind of before he completely passes away, he gives the V Commander to Tatsuya as his last act. And that's Naoto. He's gone. So
kind of teared, I'm not gonna lie, but go ahead.
Yeah. So that happens. The next day, Tatsuya rushes out to face kind of an army of Zeniths by himself. And while he does that, Shion, Yuri, Doman, and Ayase stage a break out of their cell before their memories can be wiped. And that's kind of where we leave off with the episode. I must say though that, well, let's start with what you thought about the episode.
I thought, honestly, it started and I thought I missed something. I thought I missed an episode. I was like, wait, did I miss something between the two episodes? But no, I didn't. I guess I like the fact that you know, their futures past change. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I mean, I guess. Not, I guess, I don't know. I thought it was cool. But I especially thought the cure was cool for Ayase. I was like, oh, is he gonna like steal it and take it back to the past and whatnot? But I don't know. They just staged their coup. I thought it was kind of like messed up that he told Shion that nothing changed for him since he wasn't a part of the planet. He was like, yeah, no, your planet's still gone. You're still. I was like, yo.
Yeah, that was kind of harsh. It's like, yeah, you guys have these good things going. Shion, I mean, sorry, but you're still the last survivor. All your people are dead.
Hey, that was like, no, that's crazy, bro. But I thought that was crazy. I thought Naoto was, like you said, being Naoto. I was like, bro, what are you talking? Like,
worst ranger ever. Like,
ever. I did cheer. I was like, yes. When he was out of here, I was like, yes. I was like, finally.
Like, I don't know what they wanted me to feel for this dude, but like, I wasn't feeling it. Like,
yeah, I wasn't either.
I was like, okay, can we keep it moving? I don't know. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, man, but
I was like, yeah.
I did like him kind of pointing out. Yeah. Uh-huh. I did like kind of him pointing out that they were kind of the opposites, him and Tatsuya, which I kind of got. That was kind of what they were going for throughout the series. It's just like, yo, I wasn't feeling it.
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
I was not. I liked how they pointed that out too, but I was like, nah, that's not it, Chief. But I also don't know how the birds survived the drop in the cage. just to be completely honest, yeah. The birds should not have survived. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, it was pretty cool. I like their little escape. I like their escape. Man, Shion just couldn't catch a break this episode though. That's for sure.
Yeah. Also, this has a next episode coming up, like the little thing at the end. Did you watch that?
I didn't.
Upcoming episode.
I didn't watch that.
Preview.
I think I missed it. It played, but I don't think I noticed it.
That was pretty hype. I like what they did with it. It kind of got you pumped.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was already pumped, so maybe that's why.
Mostly just the thing.
I will say I noticed when Naoto when he was like clonking out and Tatsuya came over to him, he was like yo, he's like Naoto, and he was like yo or something. I was like, what? That was so out of place. Sorry, that was it.
Yo, he was the worst. The worst.
Holy smokes. Yo.
All right. I think we can keep it moving to case file number 50. To an infinite tomorrow. Mugen no Ashite. So 1 year later. Or nope, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Tatsuya continues to try fighting to avoid fighting all of the Zeniths, and then he also uses the V Commander to kind of control V-Rex, and then he tries to make sure V-Rex doesn't use the the S2000? What's it called?
The
Lambda 2000, so that it doesn't accelerate kind of the end of the world. While he's doing that, the other Rangers link up with Tak and still the Time Jets and the Chrono Changers to try to get back to the past. During the escape, Ayase ends up coming across Captain Ryuya, and then they kind of learn that he was the original pilot of V-Rex that got lost in time, and he is supposed to be the one that comes back to the past and ends up getting killed during the fight between G-Zord and Jian. So his plan was to try to make it happen, or he saw two futures, and in both of them he died. So his plan was to try to come up with a third. So Naoto wasn't originally supposed to be the one piloting V-Rex and dying. It should have been him. But of course he gets shot kind of during the escape by Ayase because they struggle. And then he passes away there. Once that happens, everyone else gets back to the time jets, and Tak tries to download the info and send them forward so they can kind of help save the past. So Tatsuya is still fighting and is on his last legs when Shion, Domen, Yuri, and Ayase kind of show up with the time jet and damage Jian enough where he kind of has to go back and repair himself. They come up with a plan. In the meantime, Shion modifies the DV Defender or the Commander. Yeah. While Domen sees Hanami and then says goodbye, which was kind of touching. So once that happens, Jian kind of fixes everything and attacks again, but the Rangers perform the plan that they came up with and end up defeating them. And then once that happens, as soon as that happens, there's a flash, and then Shion, Domen, Ayase, and Yuri kind of disappear. And then that's kind of where we leave the season. That's the end of the story. Tatsuya ends up, I think they come back 1 year later. Tatsuya is kind of running through the city. He sees doppelgangers of all of the other Rangers, even Naoto. And then Hanami has a kid. So, is this Domen's kid? Is that what we're supposed? So Domen had a kid in the past, and that doesn't screw up the future?
Hey man, it was meant to be.
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Maybe his kid is like his great grandfather or something, and then like it starts like a cycle.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, it's Domen Jr. You didn't hear him say that?
Yeah, I heard him say it. So, and it's only been 1 year. So this last scene happens a year after the fight. So that's enough time to have it. Like, I mean, she could have found somebody else and then done it, but I don't know. The kid was kind of fat, so I don't know.
Yeah, we all know Domen like to eat, man.
Yeah, but
that's what I got.
We also have a voiceover with Tatsuya kind of talking to his dad, like, I want to start doing things my way, but eventually I do plan on coming and figuring out how I can use the power for good. So,
yeah.
And then that's the end of Timeranger. Thoughts? Just on this episode so far, yeah.
Yeah. It was... First off, forget the captain. Get him all the way out of here. All the way. And then second, it was touching, man. I thought, no, second, my guy Domen came through on top at the end. Yes, sir. That's it. That's what I like to see. Yes, sir. And third, I thought it was touching. I thought you know what I'm saying? They all had their like little final last words at the end. And they were like, Tatsuya. And he was like, chill, Domen. I say, Yuri. And he was like, I love you, Yuri. I was like, oh. Yeah, she didn't say it back, but you know, it's okay. You win some, you lose some. That's it. But yeah, I thought it was cool. And then seeing the doppelgangers was interesting. Outside of Naoto, we could have done without him, but it was okay. Yeah.
Agree. I thought it was kind of cold how Yuri's is just like, and then runs past him. Yeah. I was like, man, that sucks. But I don't think they were reborn or anything. It's just, I guess they wanted to show the actors, which was cool. It was fine.
Yeah. I actually thought, for a second, I don't know if I was like tripping or like what was going on. But like when Yuri was like running past him, I said, yo, that looks like the chick from Kuuga for a second, because of the way
Oh,
like her like just her whole outfit was. I was like, wait, is this like a crossover at the end? What is, I was like, what's happening? And then I was like, oh no, doppelgangers. I was like, okay, cool, we're straight. I was like, whew. But yeah, I thought it was cool.
yeah. I liked
What
the
did you think about
episode. I thought the fight was decent. I liked the fact that they came up with a plan, they enacted the plan, and then it worked.
Yeah,
So yeah, I have no
yeah,
problems. The time thing, I guess they didn't tell you kind of what happens. You kind of just have to think it all works out. But I think they did a good job kind of tying everything up in a bow.
mm-hmm. Oh, I thought it was also. I don't know if you noticed, but like when Jian was on his rampage, and he was like, "Oh, Donero, did you see that? Where are you?" And
Yeah.
I was like, we all know where he's at. We all know why. I was like, this guy is unhinged for real.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he was like, I can count now. And then he just like kind of conks out
Yeah.
after two. So yeah, I thought that I thought the whole thing at the end was touching. I was like, oh man, they're trying to
Yeah.
get a tear out of me. So yeah, almost did.
Yep.
Yeah. That was
Uh
good. That was a good season.
yeah, so that's the end of Mirai Sentai Timeranger. Next up will be Hyakuju Sentai Gaoranger. But that's the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
I guess now we can kind of talk about the season as a whole. So, season as a whole, any thoughts on it? What are your thoughts? All spoilers, all episodes. I can start off and give you a little bit of time. I thought this was a good season of Sentai. I mean, it's old, but other than that, I think they did decent. Like the effects seemed decent, the fighting seemed decent. They got a lot of variety in the episodes we saw. The characters, for the most part, were pretty cool. Even Doman kind of came around at the end. The only ones I really didn't like were Naoto, but I mean, I don't know if I can hold that one against him. I just don't like him. Even Captain Ryuya, like, I didn't hate the character.
Yeah.
I thought he was a bad guy, but like way better than Naoto.
Yeah.
So like, I can't really fault him if he got Naoto killed. Okay, I don't know. I'll give him that one. It seems kind of messed up, but yeah, I really didn't like Naoto. That's the only thing I could kind of put against the series as a whole. I think Naoto, I really didn't like the character at all. Other than that, I thought everything was cool. I like what they did. Yeah. I like the relationships that they did. The B plot lines kind of had a through thing. Like everything kind of made sense and fit in a certain way. They didn't have like too many loose ends. Yeah, every character kind of had their own little moment to shine. I wanted to say maybe not Shion, but even Shion, I think, had a couple of nice character development points in it. So, I mean, I liked it as a whole. I liked the whole series.
No, I thought the season was cool, and I like the way that they wrapped up the B plots too. I mean, I felt like they were like self-contained stories, so it wasn't really too much to wrap up. I don't know. Like we said in the last one, it's a bit shaky, and the plane was missing a wheel, and also a part of the wing was a little faulty. But they landed the plane, even though there was a lot of turbulence, and I think at one point the engine caught on fire and then kind of like sputtered out. So they definitely landed the plane.
I don't think it was quite that bad. I think the whole like time is a hard, like writing a story about time. It's gonna be hard. You're gonna screw yourself over.
Yeah.
But I think all in all, I think they did a decent job. If you don't look for the plot holes,
Yeah.
I think they kind of answered most of the questions they made you have. So I think they did a good job.
Yeah. Well, we all know that the saving grace of this whole entire season was Gomen, so it's all good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He didn't end up being the worst though. So
he was not the worst.
yeah.
Oh, I guess I will say from my recollection, this was completely different than the American Power Rangers Time Force. Completely. From the beginning. So, and I think it's a little bit different. I don't think the Time Force in America was as soap opera as this one. This one definitely felt kind of soap opera, monster of the week, melting pot of genres. Yeah. Whereas the American one was, it seemed more like, I don't want to say streamlined, but cohesive as far as like what it was. I will say that from my recollection, but that's going to be where that ends because I don't think I watched many, if any, of the ones afterwards. Maybe Ninja Storm. So, yeah. We're in a whole new land now.
Yeah. So all in all, I think it was a decent season. I would recommend it to anybody. Like it's one of the one of the decent ones. I liked it. Yeah.
You're gonna say go-to?
What's that?
You're gonna say it was one of the go-tos?
Yeah, I don't know how it would rate. Well, I mean, it's the only one we've watched so far, so currently it's number one. It's the one to beat.
Yeah.
But if I think about the ones in the future, there's obviously ones I would place higher than this one, but there's probably some ones I'd put lower.
Yeah.
But we'll save that story for another time.
Got you.
Yeah, so that's overall, I would give it the thumbs up. Watch it. I guess we can go on to Kuuga. Yeah. So let's go on. Kamen Rider Kuuga, the final episode, number 49, named Kuuga. The opening sound comes back in a kind of angelic form. Then we start the episode 3 months later. And we start in the police station with the task force kind of disassembling, I guess, the task force. So they're going through their paperwork. They're kind of, I think, taking all of the equipment out of their room. So the task force that they put together to for the Grongi, I guess they're taking apart. And they're kind of reminiscing about Yuji? Well, I can't remember his name now. Yusuke. For some reason, see, Tatsuya was still stuck in my... I'm not switching back from... switching back over to Kuuga was like, crap. I forgot Yusuke's name.
Yuji's a character from Jujutsu Kaisen, I think.
He's a character from a lot of things. That name is everywhere. So anyway, they were reminiscing, and then everybody's like, it's odd how he just decided to go on a trip right after the fight, right? But they do also talk about how they're not sure anybody else could have done that job, which was touching. And of course, everybody's going in with the thumbs ups. Then we hit Pole Pole, and the master has a new embroidered apron. He has the little Kuuga mark right on his chest, which was nice. And then we find out Nana got her role. So she got a role in her acting gig. Then we shift scenes again, and Nokita is out playing with a kid. Ichijo comes over and kind of has a chat with her as she's out playing with her kid, which is nice. And then she kind of also says it's weird how he just left. And then that she's working through kind of being a better mother in balancing kind of her work and her kid. Ichijo also lets her know that he's going to head back to Nagano after this. Back to Pole Pole, we have Jean come by and ask for some tea. The special blend from Yusuke. The sensei or the teacher from Yusuke's old teacher also comes in asking for the blend. They're like, it's a shame that we'll never be able to have it since he's gone. And then the master's like, hold on, I know the guy that kind of made that blend. And then he kind of goes around the corner and then he comes back. He's like, it's me. I don't know. It's another one of those gags. But during that time, we also learned that Inokita said she was going to Disneyland with her kid, I think, the next day. And Jean also mentions that he's going to Disneyland the next day. So I assume that that's supposed to be a thing. I assumed that was supposed to be the C storyline the whole time. Honestly, I really didn't care about it at all. But I mean, it's fine. No knocking the actors or anything like that, but it was fine. Yeah. Then we cut back to the hospital where the doc is talking to Ichijo, and he mentions that Chono is has kind of fixed his personality, and I think he's starting over a new leaf. He kind of gave that little knife that Chono was always playing with back to him as well. I think he mentions that it's a shame that Yusuke was gone because he would probably like to see that. So this episode is pretty much Ichijo making the rounds, kind of like Yusuke did the episode before. So next he goes to Minori and kind of sees her with her kids. And then she kind of mentions that she feels like Yusuke won't be back for a while. Kind of during all of these shifts, we kind of get a transition of a blue sky, and then it's kind of making it feel like heavenly. So we're starting to feel like maybe Yusuke didn't make it out of this fight at the end. He made the final sacrifice. But next we get to Sakurako. And this is the first time we kind of get a kind of like a pebble of hope, because I think we shift down a little further and we kind of see a body, but we don't see too much of it. But then Sakurako is also talking about how Yusuke said he would immediately go on a trip, and that must be what he did. But then she also mentions that what was the bike's name? Gorum didn't turn to dust, and that was supposed to happen when when Yusuke's kind of holy energy was run dry. And she was like, well, since that didn't happen, he must not have used up all of his energy, so maybe he'll be back one day. And then also, while she's talking to Ichijo, they mentioned that he didn't turn all black because his eyes were still red.
Yeah.
So maybe he hadn't completely given up all hope. Like he kept a little bit, enough of himself to keep from going fully that side. And from there, we kind of cut back and we see a beach and a person laying on a beach. And then we kind of get a shot of some kids at the beach fighting. I don't know. It was a weird kind of fight. But anyway, they're arguing or something like that. And then we see Yusuke stand up and then kind of juggle with the kids. He shows off his cool skills, kicks it up a couple times, and then they all smile. And then he kind of walks off into the credits. So that's the end of 49, Yusuke. So Yusuke makes it through the end of the series. He's in, they're speaking Spanish, I think.
Yeah, either Spanish or Portuguese. I think it was Spanish, so he might have been like, I don't want to say Spain, but
yeah, I feel like South America maybe with the beach. I guess they have beaches in Spain, but
like I thought it was Portuguese because they said ciao. Well, I mean, we say ciao also in Spanish, but they said ciao, and then when he was saying like when he was walking away, he said something else, and it sounded more Portuguese than Spanish. But yeah,
So
he's probably in South America.
yeah, I would think. But anyway, that was the end of the episode. What'd you think?
I thought it was fitting. I thought it made sense for the whole show. For one, yes, I heard the Disneyland thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they had Disneyland in Japan, and, and then I was like, ah, and then when I heard her say it, and then uh, GM
Jean.
John said it, I was like, oh, you guys think you're slick, and I was like, all right, that's cool, I'll let you have it. I peeped. I thought it was I thought it was funny. Like they were asking for the tea, and he was like, "Yeah, no, he made the tea. Like he mentioned some dude." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy." And then yeah, he went. He was like, "It's me." I was like, "Ha ha." And then I think when it was yeah when Ichijo was talking to what's her name, the scientist, the
Nokuda?
yeah, her. And then like her kid like kicked the soccer ball over, and like Ichijo just kind of just like caught it and juggled it and kicked it back. And I was like, oh, so he's just good at everything except dying, huh? Like, he can do everything he wants to do except die. I was like, all right, cool. I ain't mad at it. So that's literally the first thought that came to mind when I saw him kick the soccer ball. I was like, wow. But I thought that was cool, and I thought that Um, I thought something else, but I can't remember what I thought. Yeah, I can't remember what I thought. Maybe that was it. I don't know, but it was nice. It was a fitting in. I think I don't know if there's hopes to see Yusuke again in like a later season as like a cameo type of thing. I don't know. That might be kind of cool, but or maybe he'll show up as like a villain or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I thought that was pretty fitting into the season.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I think it definitely matched kind of the vibe that the whole season has had.
Mm-hmm.
I was maybe expecting a little bit more fighting to start it out, and then maybe have the resolution the back half of the episode. So to just have the whole episode being kind of what's going on. But at least I'm glad that we got an answer, like a definite answer that, yeah, he made it through the fight. And I did kind of like the parallel between him going out the last two episodes and talking to everybody, kind of setting up the fact that he might die, to us at least. I think everyone else just believed it. And then having Ichijo kind of go through and kind of do the same thing, make the rounds with the same people, and then wait until kind of really close to the end before they let us off the hook. Like, yeah, he's okay. Don't worry about it.
Right.
So all in all, I like this season. I think, or all in all, I thought the episode was good. And yeah, I thought it was a fitting in closeout.
Yeah. I think one thing that because I thought about it while you were talking. I think one thing is that uh I'm not sure if we got like complete answers about the Grongi or anything like that. I think some like there's still some kind of like loose ends when it comes to like, information about them. Or I guess I would have liked to get uh more backstory about them. Maybe I guess most of the loose ends did get closed up, so they're not loose ends; they're just ends. But yeah,
Yeah, I don't think they closed up all, like they left some things around for the lore of the Grongi and the, what's it, linked? Like the past and their fight. Even some of the Grongi we don't necessarily know died. We just assume they died. So who knows what could be happening in the future. But yeah, I mean, they kind of gave most of the B storylines the closing, which I mean, it's fine, but I wasn't really invested in too many of those storylines. So
Yeah.
but at least we did get the definite answer for Yusuke.
Yeah, that's good. I wasn't sure if they were gonna like do like some type of like pump fake at the end. I was like, oh, this is his bag. Oh, these are his shoes and jeans. Oh, this is somebody that walks like him. Ha! It's not him.
Yeah.
But no, they kept it true. So I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with the show. I was way more invested in the show than I thought I would be. I will definitely say that.
Well, then let's go ahead and transition to our overall kind of thoughts on the show or the season as a whole. So Kuuga as a whole, kind of. You want to give your thoughts, or you want me to go first and give you some time to collect your deep thoughts on Kamen Rider Kuuga?
I can give mine. Like I said, I was way more invested in the show than I thought it was. I was also way more invested into Timeranger than I thought it was too. Like I was more invested in these shows than I originally thought I would be. And I will say it made me more they both have made me more excited to watch the next seasons and see how those go. And to see like what's different, how they improve, or maybe how they don't improve, and all that good stuff. As far as Kuuga goes, I thought that they were very creative with their like costume designs and whatnot. I thought, well, I remember you saying that it was like a really low budget show, and so to see them pull off this type of show was pretty cool because it definitely took like a lot of creativity. And though we're like saying that, you know, the B plots and I guess C plots weren't like the most engaging or anything like that, they still were interesting and they still offered some type of like soup, vegetables to the soup to kind of add a little bit to the character of it. And so I think they did a really good job. Like for what they had and for hearing that it's like such a small budget, it kind of reminds me of like the people who made Saw, the first movie, like how they had like an extremely low budget, but they ended up making like a cult classic type of movie. And it's like, but you got to have like a certain type of creativity to like pull off like the whole theatrics of it. Like, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, no, this, though it's low budget, it works. I was like, yeah, it has a charm to it. So yeah.
So I have seen a couple episodes or a couple seasons of Kamen Rider. And Kuuga, was never interested in watching, but going at the end of Kuuga, I really enjoyed the season. I wasn't really a big fan of the B and the C plots. Like I could have left I would have preferred probably less of those and then more of kind of the Grongi Lent backstory, something along those lines. The pacing was kind of odd in some spots. But and it had a lot of drama. I don't know if that's a positive or a negative, but overall I liked the season. I thought it was a decent season.
Yeah.
My nitpicks are nitpicks. As a whole piece, I think it was a good show from front to back. But they always had something new to give us. The characters were interesting for the most part. Some of the B, C tier characters. No, it's just their storylines. I don't think I was a big fan of. The characters themselves, I think I was fine with. There wasn't any character I was like, yeah, I don't like that person at all.
Yeah.
And I thought they did good with having the humans kind of being able to kind of keep up a little bit with the Grongi. Like the humans put up way a way larger fight than I thought they would have been able to. So I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
They were definitely more competent than I would say Well, they were more competent than most just civilian people in any show
Yeah,
or movie.
yeah,
Like I was gonna compare it to Time Ranger or to like even Power Rangers, like when they're in Angel Grove with the Mighty Morphin. But nope, just in general, just the regular civilians in movies and media, they were pretty competent.
yeah.
Shoot. So yeah, no, they were good. That is good. Hmm. So are you
Uh,
excited for like the next seasons?
yeah. So next up is Kamen Rider Agito or Agito. I think it's Agito. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for the next one. There's a couple of things that I thought started in future seasons that apparently start here. So I'm curious to see how the next one will be. Because back in the day they were kind of like slight iterations, but I don't think they really. I think some of the past seasons were linked. I don't know about the next season though, but so we'll find out soon. But I am looking forward to the rest.
Mm. Okay. Yeah. Same. Same.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the next ones of any of the shows, so I'm definitely excited.
Yeah. So I think that's the end for this week. It's pretty short week. We're kind of wrapping up a bunch of shows, like I said. But looking forward to the future.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can join us as always. Super Jolly Mac, helped by DonTheVan. And we may not have much money, we may not have much time, but there's one thing we do have a lot of, and that is
Confetti. Because it just popped confetti on my screen.
Oh, we're gone.